Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's live. I can now hear myself, so let's make sure we are muted and turned down. I am Kelly Walters, and I am one of the educators here at Stalls, and today's live got bumped a day early. Normally, Jenna or myself go live on Thursdays, but tomorrow is a very, very crazy day for Stalls, so we made sure you had a live today. Say hello and tell us where you are tuning in from, and we will shortly get started. Today, we're going to talk about spiritware. We're going to decorate, and I'm going to go over some of the products you should definitely be showing your customers, schools, whomever they are, the products that they need to start prepping for fall or, just time to update the wardrobe. So hello. It's nice to see everybody. My camera is shaking like crazy. Hi, guys. I know we threw you off. It is a random day here at Stalls, and that's okay. That's okay. Everybody can do random, right? I will give just a couple more minutes for people to kind of pop on. I can see the viewers are starting to come in. There's some more comments. So Music City, PA, Iowa. Hi, guys. And I'm actually going to move my camera so I can look at everybody this way. Okay, so let's just go on a camera journey with me. So we are going to talk about spiritware. Even if you are not in the spiritware industry, you don't touch schools, you don't want to go after the school market, that's okay. The products that I am going to show you in terms of garment are going to be excellent for a variety of different industries. This is just going to help those that want to dive down the spirit world, teamwear, school market, since school is starting in, oh my gosh, less than a month now. For some, it might be a little bit longer, but it's time, and it's definitely time to start prepping if you're going to offer spiritware for the school. And as sports start to form again, making sure that you have those specific sports that you can offer spiritware in. Sometimes you have to go through PTA, PTO. Sometimes you can just get in directly with the school. Sometimes there is a spiritware shop that the kids then produce. So there might be a little bit of navigating through each school district. And of course, city, state is always different as well. This is driving me crazy. Okay, much better. Let's see. Cleveland, Tennessee. I love it. On the other side of the computer is Stacy. She's the one that will be giving you guys all of the links to the products that we're using, even the garments that we talk about. She'll make sure that you guys know, come on, brain. The item numbers, all of these can be purchased at Sanmar. So that's at least one of the vendors that you can check off your list on knowing where to get them. And we're going to hop right into it. So no cutting. I'm not going to go over any type of artwork. This is very, very simple. However, we are going to elevate it in a way that anybody can do this. Like, this is going to be very, very simple for you to duplicate, or obviously add any type of adjustments that you would like. I love it. Central Texas, El Salvador, let's see, Delaware. I'm just browsing as I'm seeing it. A lot of YouTubers. So hey guys, how's it going? Okay. We can touch this in a minute. I'm going to dive into today's project, and then we'll definitely go over this because this is an excellent question. All right, guys. Oh, sorry, Kathy. Hi. I didn't mean to peg you on there. Okay, so we are going to decorate with soft foam, but I am very excited because I love mixing media. We're going to flip it and do 3 layers. So soft foam Okay, this is CAD-CUT soft foam, and you can layer soft foam on top of soft foam. So if you wanted to go 4 layers deep, 4 colors deep, and add in dimension and outline and really kind of create a really cool dimensional logo, you can do that with soft foam. Another reason I love working with soft foam is because it's very, very lightweight in terms of like weight on the garment, but there's just something about it that it is lightweight, but it's got great movement. Words are not forming today, so bear with me, guys. It's excellent for a t-shirt. It's excellent for a left chest. You can put it on a cap. You can put it on a sweatshirt. It's one of those materials that you can always take into consideration what type of material it is, but I would prefer, say, soft foam over CAD-CUT silicone potentially as a full front on a garment just because of the way it moves. CAD-CUT silicone has the dye blocker, it's actual silicone, but there's something about the weight that you can feel just a little bit more than soft foam. They're both excellent products. Do not interpret me on that. It's just ways to utilize the products differently. You can't layer silicone. So while you can still get dimension with it, soft foam is the product that you can layer. There's several different materials that I want to go through a testing process and just play around with. So if you're curious about layering soft foam or anything on top of soft foam, and you don't see it specifically stated on the Stahls' website, please, 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 please do your wash, dry test as much as you possibly can to make sure that you have protected your back in offering those products to the customer. There is so much testing that is typically involved. However, with this type of product, it's just kind of constantly evolving and morphing. So run with it, get really creative, just make sure you do testing on it. Okay, so we are using CAD-CUT soft foam in black. And then we are also, it's gonna be loud, using it in white. And then we are gonna turn around and use CAD-CUT Glitter Flake in red. And what we are going to do is apply black first, okay? And then we will go in and put the red on top. That way our heating element can fully hit that red glitter flake. And then we will turn around and put the white on top of the glitter flake. That way we'll have a base. We'll have a thin layer of glitter flake, even though glitter flake has texture. And then we will turn around and put a inner outline around the red, giving it even more dimension. So with something like this, the soft foam does have to adhere for 15 seconds on each layer, 300 degrees. And then we will turn around and mock the 300 degrees for the glitter flake. But we will only do the glitter flake at a much shorter time. I am probably going to take it down a little bit on time. I'll show you a logo that I've done previously where I've kind of morphed this idea and I want to perfect it. So we're going to attempt to perfect it together. With that being said, this is where my mind really started to run in terms of creating this kind of 3-dimensional logo. We have products like metallic. We have the reflective glitter. There is flock. We do have a silicone. I'm not for sure about the silicone on top of the foam. And then you've got products like thermofilm that is abrasion resistant that gives you a different finish. Gloss, SuperTech Gloss, which is a clear product. It's a printable product. But I've actually put that on top of soft foam, and you went from having a very, very matte finish on silicone, or excuse me, on soft foam to a then gloss finish. So if you're using a white soft foam and you were to print on the SuperTech clear gloss, you could just get really, really, really cool designs with that. So as you can tell, I really like to mix media. As you can see, the passion just kind of like, I get so excited. I'm always up for a challenge on taking a logo and finding a way to really bring some oomph to it. So that's the passion, and we're going to run with it. All right, so the garment we are going to be decorating with is a Sport Tech item. And this is a pullover. I will pull it this way. There we go. And it has a cowl neck, right? Front. Ooh. There we go. Front zip pocket. There are no hands on this. There's not a hand pouch, but I love the curved hem. And I also love the fact that it has been piped with a contrasting color to help bring out the heather look. Now, this is LST 280. I believe there is a men's version. I didn't have Stace link that, but it is called the Sport Tech Cowl Neck Pullover. Very, very good quality. It is thick without being dense, and it doesn't necessarily have a fleece lining, but you do have that continued kind of sweatshirt material, which I think is just a really elevated version of a sweatshirt. So like I said, if you're not running in the spirit wear industry or school market or even really sport market, this is great for corporate events, corporate outings, even a retail style. This is something that I know you would find in the, what's that, All in Motion, which is now Target, Athleta, for sure Gap, probably even Old Navy, since all three of those are one. You would probably find something like this at Lulu. So the names that I am dropping are definitely that higher price point. But the reason why I love this is because you're offering a very, very similar style that you would find in those high-end athletic or athleisure stores for a fraction of the cost. Maybe not a fraction, but at least half, and you're decorating it for them depending on, whatever their preference is. So hands down, run with this as fast as you can. It does have a really, really clean seam on the back. And if people are crazy about thumb holes, then there are thumb holes. So my daughter freaks out over thumb holes. Mom, there's thumb holes. Okay, so we're going to actually go decorate this first, do the 3-color logo, and then we're going to come back and talk about a couple of other garments for you to list and keep in your back pocket for either team wear, spirit wear, or just garments that I really feel like are on trend right now in terms of the athleisure world. Something that you could turn around and make it just a really, really clean, comfortable garment that's not restrictive, but has those that athleisure kind of look to it. And it's so weird to say athleisure because I get what it is, but I feel like these pieces mix for multiple different markets. Okay, I'm just going to quickly scan the questions to see if I missed anything. I already see a couple, so I know I did. Let's just, okay. The first question is a Hotronix hat press, a good starter press, or should I get a press from Amazon to learn with it? So here's the thing about getting a starter press. I for sure say the Hotronix because it's not going to be just a starter press for you. It's going to be a press that you're going to continue to use. So I wouldn't purchase a piece of equipment with the idea that you're going to eventually toss it away, because in terms of finances, you're buying equipment and then just moving on from it. Buy equipment that you're going to be able to utilize for a period of time versus having to constantly go back to the dry erase board and figure out what you need. Now, I understand finances are always something to take into consideration. So you have to do what you have to do in terms of dollars, but I would go in with what's going to help you produce the best garment hat possible, because you don't want to hinder your quality simply because you chose to go with a press of a lower grade. Time, temperature, pressure, those are always key things when heat decorating. But the next thing you want to consider with the hat press is the platen that you need to decorate those caps. So if you're going to get creases, or you're going to have to stay away from certain logos because of that press specifically, just keep that in the back of your mind. Let's see. Hello from Gambia. Yes. Hello. Hello. Sweden. Oh, I love it, guys. Hi. Okay. Is the color migration a problem with the soft foam? So in this particular, and John, maybe I'm not understanding your question, but are you referring to the collar? We'll see. Good question. I have no idea, Iris. Sometimes things are kept secret until they're officially launched. So I don't know, but I know that there's been a large request for them. Yes, Dave said the same thing. Never say never. Okay, so let's go head to the press. And I know I bumped the press as I was backing up, so I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. Oh, and you know what? I want to change out the platen. So let's move this. So I'm taking out my 16 by 20 platen, and I am putting in the 11 by 15. The reason being is because we do have that zipper that we are going to fight against. Now, I am going to keep it horizontal versus going vertical, because I know I'm going to hit that zipper and that pocket. So by going horizontal, it gives me more room to put the garment off of, to have those seams off of the platen. Alrighty, so we thread here. So we're going to open our shirt like a pillowcase, and I am just going to wiggle our garment off. I'm going to move this back just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, I now have a complete seam-free, obstruction-free workspace, so my heating element can fully hit onto our logo. Now, what you can't see right here is that I was holding this collar up to make sure that I was in the center as best as possible. You can use a pillow. So if you needed to use a pillow instead of a certain platen, you could definitely do that. Just make sure you test all of your pressure prior to using soft foam, because soft foam is applied with a low to very light medium pressure. I would stay on the low end, so 3, 4, maybe 5. Hey guys, I'm back. Just really fast. Could you hear me when I was at the press? I noticed Kathy said that she couldn't hear me, and I just want to make sure that you could when I was right there. just being patient for a couple of comments. Okay, I am, or yes, loud and clear. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It was softer. Okay, Viv, it might have been because I was moving that platen, but I'm going to move my mic so you guys can just make sure you can hear me just fine. Alrighty, so easy peasy, 300 degrees, 15 seconds, light, peel. And because we are layering, we are just going to peel warm. Now, before you peel, just make sure that, nothing is going to peel off. And what I did was actually creased my transfer so you could see that line. And then I'm just going to pull up my collar and make sure we are in the center as possible. And I'm going to go a little bit lower. Okay. I did not pre-press, so make sure you pre-press. Okay, well, my pressure was accurate earlier. Bear with me. Okay. All right, so we are going to cook for 15 seconds, like I said. Once this is done at the 15 seconds, it's going to pop up. And like I said, it's a warm peel. So this is very hot, but for time purposes, let's see. I am just taking our heat eraser and just trying to absorb as much as that heat as possible. Now the foam does have a soft matte finish. So anytime you put something that has a slightly different sheen on it, then know it's going to automatically pop off. Or it looks like it's popping off just because you have that contrasting finish. Okay, up next, we are going to place the M. And as I am aligning this, I am just going to do my best to put it in the middle. And because I am so particular, I am going to put the white layer on top just to make sure we are, moving forward in the right direction. I'm just quickly adjusting my time. With Glitter Flake, it applies 10 to 12 seconds, 302 degrees, and it is a peel hot. Okay, so now that that is lined on there, as you can see, the white will just fit, and automatically I need to go ahead and just reposition this. You can see my face is getting too close here. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I am just slightly adjusting I'm making sure that the white is on top of the glitter flake. That way, when I go to put it on top of our transfer, that everything is going to be lined as best as possible. Now, I can already see that my black shifted just a little bit. And I'm going to just fix this. Okay. So, cover sheet back over. I don't know why my pressure keeps adjusting on me. So again, hot peel on this. And you can see we're already getting up my carrier split. Oh, no. Okay, so our M already has an issue, so bear with me. Here I was trying to perfect it. We're going to see if we can get this guy to play and re-adhere. All right, so I'm just going to reapply. And my M is fixed. All right, last but not least is going to be our white. And then that will just fit right on the outside of the red. You cannot layer glitter flake or layer anything on top of glitter flake, excuse me. Obviously, I am putting something on top of black, but it's so important that you have the outline or contour cut when you are using glitter flake, so you make sure that it can actually adhere to what it needs to. I'm pretty sure that my stand is somehow off right now. Okay, so again, it's going to be peel warm, but I am just peeling. All righty. Let's go head back. All right, guys. Slight complication there, so now I'm going to have to fidget with my press after this. So for those of you that weren't sure what was going on because you could only actually see the application process. So technically, when you go from a 16 by 20, so we went from a larger platen, whoop, right there. We switched it out and went to the 11 by 15. Most of the time, when you go to a smaller platen, your pressure adjusts, but it adjusts to go to a lighter pressure. Yesterday, I was reading at a 5, and just now I was reading at a 7-8. And for some reason, I couldn't get the pressure to adjust at all. So first, we were rocking with a high pressure, and you need to be at low. This didn't hinder my application. However, with the intense pressure on a dimensional product, it just made it a little bit thinner. It's okay. You're still going to see it. The second thing is the fact that this stand, like, it's fine. It's normal. It works normal for me. But as I was just looking at it, something looked really, really off. So I am going to go back and figure out what I did to my equipment over the last 24 hours. So there, like, I don't like to have issues, but you guys got to see me work through that. Let's see. I am going through a couple of the comments. Let's see. Okay, everybody was saying that you could hear me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Richard, you said a what? I don't know what you're referring to. The Magic Heat Eraser is an eraser that you can get from Stalls. It's just really supposed to help absorb the heat. My absolute favorite thing to use is tile, metal, a sheet of metal, marble or granite, which I understand is a little odd. But metal, and when I was in my basement, I could just put garments right on top of that tile and it would zap it so fast. So you could go get a, large piece of tile from the home store or whatever you have local and put it on top, and it's going to zap that heat out so quickly. Okay, so let me keep going down. And Anita, you're very welcome. I am pretty transparent, so if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, Christy, great. So the 300 degrees is what soft foam is. Glitter Flake is 302 on my door, but I actually believe it might have a lower time on the website. For some reason, I was going down to 295 in my brain today. So with that being said, we should have put everything at 302 because you would want to stay consistent in your application process. If you're using multiple materials, then you want to make sure whatever your highest temperature is what's going to be used throughout the entire layering process. Okay, so with that being said, soft foam is applied at 15 seconds, and it doesn't matter what layer it is. So if it's the first layer, second layer, third layer of soft foam, 3 different colors, it would be 15, 15, 15. In this particular case for Glitter Flake, I did it at a reduced Glitter Flake time because I knew I was running hot and high pressure. So in this particular case, it would be 15, 10 seconds, and another 15. Okay. Oh, Richard, yeah. What? You guys are funny. You guys always crack me up. Oh, okay. Thanks, Stace. $290 for synthetic fibers with Glitter Flake. So I believe this is a poly. It might be a cotton poly blend. Oh, she's going to keep it from, oh, there we go. 71% cotton, 29 poly, which is crazy. I would have thought it was the other way around. So there you go. It does have synthetic in it, so you could probably go dial it back. But let me show you what this looks like. Okay. Trying to, and then I'm going to pull it back. So from when we first aligned the logo, the black had a much larger outline around it. And as you can tell from the top and the bottom, it definitely, oh, there we go. It definitely adjusted, it shrunk some, and then the outline on the left and right stayed pretty darn true. I believe in terms of lining the white up, that's my error, just trying to get it to a certain angle. That glitter just sparkles so much. So the reason why I wanted to do this specifically is because this is a pretty athletic logo, and it's very, very simple, right? But the thing that I love about this is, okay, so from a non-glitter perspective, what about red metallic? What about the red reflective glitter? If you want to take it to a really, really tonal effect, then maybe you start with a flat media. So maybe that would be Fashion Film Electric in the charcoal. I don't know if that's the correct color or not, but it's a really pretty color. Then you could do, a different material on top of that. And then maybe that is black with a silver metallic outline where the white is. So my mind just really started to go it went down the path of, oh my gosh, we have so many materials that could be blended together for something so simple that could create a really unique look. So if you're looking for simplicity in the logos, maybe you're not an artist, maybe you don't have the creativity in the mind for the art itself, but you can produce a good garment, take something simple. This is a simple in, and add layers, change the material sheen, add some dimension. Just don't be afraid to really run with that for the school market when they're used to screen print more than likely. This also is really, really unique, and it warrants a higher price. Plus, you're using a specialty material, and glitter always warrants even more. Just one of those things. Yes. So Richard, it sure would. I don't think it would be too much heat. The only thing is I am actually going to be doing it on a cap. I just really want to perfect how my media is shifting. But I would also be using the 360. So I would have upper and lower. If you don't have the 360, I would just play as much as you possibly could. Even if it's not a hat, putting a t-shirt on there just to kind of test and get used to the process before you actually start putting a hat on there. Because I've heard a lot of hats are like gold these days. Okay, so now that this is finished, I'm going to show you guys the other terrible. I am not a good Vanna. So there we go. Okay, this is also the type of logo that would work for a variety of different products. Put it on a t-shirt. Use twill with it. I mean, you can run crazy. Okay. All right, so up next is the Boxercraft Cozy Sweatshirt. And I don't know why I can't master this today. So this guy has some incredible stretch to it. It reminds me of a terry cloth towel, but it's super, super soft. The inside is not the exact outside, but you do have a really, really soft inside. It's just the reverse of that terry. A higher neck crew. I wouldn't say it's a mock, but I wouldn't call it a crew like right at the clavicle. It's a relaxed fit. So if you have women that are maybe worried about women sizing, that they prefer a unisex, this is a small, and it has terrible some give. That's relaxed. Cool cuffs. The only thing to consider on something like this, yes, you can still use heat transfer vinyl, but I would 100% for sure use more of a dimensional product. So silicone, soft flock, the soft foam, and I would use those three products over thermofilm, because thermofilm is applied at 320 and the others are applied at 300 degrees. So you're cutting your temperature by 20 degrees at least. You can use thinner materials, but you're probably going to pick up some texture in your garment. This is another Boxercraft item, and it is just the cropped sweatshirt. I don't know how you guys feel about offering cropped garments, especially in the spirit world, but you should 100%. You should be offering at least one cropped item, whether it's a t-shirt, a tank top, or a sweatshirt. And the reason being is because even if they can't wear those to school, they're going to wear them out and about. More than likely, they could get away with wearing it to a game versus actually in class. So I love this one because you have the matching cuff, braid, what's this called? The lines on the bottom, and right here you have the hoodie, and it's still a really nice sweatshirt without being like crazy bulky. But this is, you should run with this. Make sure you offer it. Okay, so as you can see, this one has a logo. This is actually Ultraweed with color reflect in bronze. So of course, when the light hits this, it is going to have that silver reflective, but in daylight, you have a logo that everyone can see. Okay, 2 more items, guys. This one is an OGIO, and it is a unisex item, and it's offered in extra small 3-4X. And this is got some great stretch and rebound, but it's a relaxed style. In this particular logo, we have Ultraweed on both, I believe. Yeah, it feels like Ultraweed. Ultraweed on both, so simple athletic logo. And we've turned around and put a perforated number on the back so they can represent whatever their, oh my goodness, guys. I don't know where my, woo, okay. Okay, so this one you can see has some effects in the numbers. This is called the Endurance long sleeve. And this is just a really, really good elevated long sleeve shirt to offer. It reminds me of, again, pieces that you find at Lulu and Athleta, but you are paying a 70 to, I don't know what, at least 50 to 70, $80 price point. And this feels identical to that. Limited color options, but not a big deal. Okay, so this is an anorak jacket from Sport Tech. This was the first attempt. So in this logo, the Ram is in white and red soft foam. So the features of the Ram are, essentially kind of coming off of the garment more. We've got navy glitter flake in here, which is kind of pulling a little bit more towards royal. But what I loved on this was that the white is actually down here, but it looks like it's just blending into the white section on the jacket. So it's almost like you've added a whole nother element to this jacket that wasn't originally there, simply by the material or the colors that you had chosen. This is a unisex jacket as well. Anoraks are still very, very popular, especially in the crop style. And then on the back, we just did, I believe it's a 10.5, maybe even 11-inch logo. So, notes, keep those ideas for spirit wear. But as you can see, I had taken one logo, kind of morphed it into something else, as I am, I want this to work, and I'm going to get it to work. So now to go figure out what's going on with my press. What did I do? Yes, Shannon, excellent question. Okay, so the biggest thing that I noticed with anorak jackets is they have that mesh lining. The minute I go to pre-press, you are going to pull the texture through the mesh and get it on top of your jacket. You cannot really see it now that it's had a minute to pull away. Let me see if I can get it there. Ooh, it's going to be too hard. It's the white on white. The white pulled, or the white shows a little bit more of the texture than the navy does, simply because it is a lighter material. Now, that is when I would definitely use thicker materials for those, just because it's going to help hide the texture. last but not least is I have not experienced scorching yet. Those are all 300-degree temperature materials. I have not tried thermofilm, which is 320. I've done premium plus and possibly sport film light. All of those are 300 and under. So I haven't experienced it yet, but not saying it wouldn't happen. But my only precaution is the fact that you're going to get that net texture, which is this. And there is no way to put in a pad or anything to separate that that mesh. So there you go. Maria, the crop top is from Boxercraft. And I know that for sure you can get at SNS. And I said at the very beginning that all of the garments were from Sanmar. I'm not 100% about Boxercraft. No, I did. Stace posted that SNS activewear link. So I know you're on YouTube. On Facebook, we have somebody posting links. So sorry, you're not able to pull those from the YouTube side of the world. But Maria, the Boxercraft item number is R42. The cozy pullover from Boxercraft that we also went over is L01. The OGIO Endurance for everyone on YouTube is OE340. The Sport Tech Anorak jacket is JST65. And the last one that we decorated, Stace, did you post that one and I just didn't see it? No, is LST. I know because that's female. Here, let me just tell you. $280. So that's what we decorated at the very beginning. Okay, guys, that's it. Spirit wear. I cannot talk enough in terms of opportunity. It is one of those things where there's so many different avenues that you can go down with spirit wear. So if you have any questions, make sure you post them below. We'll do our best to get those answered. I'm going to hang out for just a couple more minutes and see if there are any questions. I know that there is a couple minute delay between me speaking and then receiving any questions that you guys have typed or comments from both YouTube and Facebook. We have Heat Press for Profit event next week. It starts on Wednesday. It is a little bit longer than a half. Well, it's a full day of education. We just start later in the day. A full day of education on Tuesday or on Thursday, and I'm talking like full day. And then we have another day open for one-on-ones. So if you guys have not signed up for Heat Press for Profit, Stace, if there's any chance that you have that link, can you go ahead and pop that in there for them to go on and register? All you have to do is, if you've been to Unleash the Color or Heat Press for Profit, just log back in on the website or the link that Stacy is going to post, and you automatically are registered for the Heat Press for Profit event. If you have not attended one of those, then all you have to do is input your info. You have to claim your account, which is at the bottom, and then just go through the next two steps, which is just creating a login and inputting your information. John, I just saw your message, so I'm scrolling to get back to it. And thanks for calling me out on that. Oh, I see it. One sec. Maria, I forgot to take yours off. There we go. So with Heat Press for Profit, if you're not able to watch during the day, you can always go back. If you're out of town and you know you can't make it, then all of those classes are going to be recorded, so you can go back and watch at any time. You just have to be registered for that event so we can notify you. It's free, 100% free to attend the education. So even if you have employees that you're wanting to learn, any sales team that you want to learn, go have them sign up. You can also go to stalls.com in the education tab and then select events. And I believe Heat Press for Profit should actually be the first event that pops up. I don't think we have anything the next couple days. Okay. John. So the color migration and your specific colors, just saw it, was if you want to put white with blue, and now they are both baby blue. So you've used soft foam and you put white over the blue, and now you're saying your colors are baby blue, or you do not want them to migrate. I want to make sure I'm understanding, and I know that means that I have to wait for you to respond. They should not shift. The white on top of a blue should not shift to baby blue. I was trying to think if I had another garment that I could go run out of my stash and double check. That's white with red on top, so that won't answer the question. But no, it shouldn't shift. I'm gonna check something. Let's check this. I do not want them to shift. Yeah, I don't blame you. If your colors are white and blue, you don't want one to become baby blue. So are you wanting to do something similar to the M, or was your garment blue and white was on top of it? Hey, Sean, thanks. Appreciate it. There we go. Okay. Cassie, oh my gosh, Kathy. Whew. I'm so glad you loved it. Or I'm guessing you're signed up, right? I think I remember you telling me that you were signed up previously. We're all so excited for it. Excited for a size t-shirt fitting. Simon, I don't necessarily understand this one. A4. Okay, so if you're asking what logo size you should be printing on an A4 t-shirt, then I would say it depends on what your graphic is. Is it a center chest, full front, left chest? We also have a printing guide that you can download on Stalls that gives you all the recommended application sizing for each logo to kind of, it's a reference guide, right? So you can always adjust as you need, but hopefully that answers your question. Blue with white on top. Yeah. So John, it should not migrate. I was trying to go to, I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is the Stalls website. There we go. So what I was saying about the Heat Press for Profit event is it if you go to help and education, click on events, and it would be right there, and it'll walk you through where and how to register. So if my internet would speed up just a minute, order now is going to show you all of the colors. Details is where I want to go. So as you can see, it can only be layered on itself. So I want to make sure that nobody's misunderstanding me on this. The whole project for this was to create the dimensions. So soft foam on soft foam. It doesn't say that we have, like, it's a complete dye blocker like silicone does, but I will definitely go in and verify for you. That way I'm not telling you yes and it's not, but I know with a lot of the soft foam, okay. I got questions, John. Can you email me at kelly.walters@stalls.com? You did miss it, but that's okay. It is a free event. It's free. All of it's free. So, there's at least 14 education classes over the next couple of days. But one of the best things that I love about this event is that you have the ability to schedule one-on-one conversations with our presenters and our team of experts. So if you have specific questions, complications, projects that you're really wanting to work through, plan ahead, get recommendations on where you should be going, that's the perfect time to schedule that time out and really help pave the path that you want to go down. So it is 100% free. We offer the Stalls Transfer Express marketing kit and then now Stalls marketing kit. And we will be using some of those transfers as we are decorating through our education to help you follow along and learn. Oh, yeah, Richard, I'm sorry. 21 by 29 inches. I want to speak in inches. So if you're doing like a full front, you could go 10 and a half, you could go 11, some go 9.5, just depending on size. If you want to dig a little bit deeper, same thing, just email me, kelly.walters@stalls.com, and I can help kind of answer that question a little bit better for you. Okay, so yeah, I was hoping I could peg this or post it. As you can see, Stay said it is a free event. Link to sign up is above. You can watch the classes from January on YouTube channel as well as the Unleash the Colors. I believe they are actually on this Transfer Express channel. But there's some excellent education back from January as well as going into next week. I believe it's Edie, but you do not need the kit. The kit is created to really just help you. If you want to follow along, if you're new in this world and you literally want to do step-by-step applications with us, that's where the kit is excellent. I also love our marketing kits on both sides because it gives you the ability to learn the materials, show your customers what you can do, and then use them as samples. So whether you keep them or give them away, they are really tools to help you. Okay, so I am posting this. That way everyone on YouTube can see as well. Here is the link that you can go to register for the Heat Press for Profit event. And it will take you to the events page. And then from there, you just click on Heat Press for Profit. It took me a minute to get out. I'm going to just quickly show you guys that. And then there we go. Okay. Had to figure out how to go back. So you'll just go click on Help and Education, Stalls Events. And then from there, it is going to pop up all of the events. So trade shows, as you can see, we've got the Facebook Lives. Our next will be costumes and kids. And you can just see it just keeps going on and going on. So in this particular process, you hit pre-register and go to register now. And you can be put on the list this way. We also have a direct link to take you to the website. Oops, sorry. That we can post below as well. I will see if I can go drop it in YouTube's video. That way you guys have it. If it's not there today, because I know typically it takes just, I think it's like 24 hours maybe for YouTube to convert it from a live to maybe on a stream. Not 100% sure, but I'll make sure that we have that either in the description of the video or in the comments as well. That way that link is there. We have talked about Heat Press for Profit on a couple of other videos. And you could probably Google it. Yeah, I'm thinking. I got a lot of thoughts in my head. All right, guys, I am going to let you go. Stace, thanks for hanging on with me. And you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Thanks for running with the curveballs as we changed from Thursday to Wednesday. And then I had some curveballs with my press. So always a good time, right? Have a good weekend and definitely come attend Heat Press for Profit because it's so much fun. Okay, bye guys.